wow, I saw this cool thing that I could do with AI. And then you realize, well, I could probably do that on ChatGPT today. And if I can't do it, then I can do it on Claude tomorrow.
So, David, when we look about all these deals that are taking place in the AI space with healthcare, what fails first in an AI deal?
Well, the first thing is that people assume there's going to be a stable operating model. So you just think, okay, I've got baseline stability, and now what am I going to do? Because you think you understand what is labor intensity, what are scale economics like, but that may all blow up with AI. That's what fails first.
So, what do you look for now if you're looking at one of these deals?
Looking to see what's going to happen tomorrow as opposed to just today. So I'm looking to see, is it, for example, if it's a roll up, is it based on thinking economies of scale are going to come in the back office? And if so, that's usually a yellow flag. I'm looking to see if they've got something better that they can build on that's going to go beyond tomorrow.
So, when we're looking at portfolio companies, where do you see AI creating the best value in how they select?
The best thing is really if you've got an existing advantage that cannot just be taken away by AI, but is actually strengthened by it. So it's things like proprietary data, patient access, payer relationships, special workflows that you have that you can say, I could really turbocharge that with AI, as opposed to looking at something where it's just, wow, I saw this cool thing that I could do with AI. And then you realize, well, I could probably do that on ChatGPT today. And if I can't do it, then I can do it on Claude tomorrow. So there's a lot of cool looking stuff, but you have to have something where you've got a true asset that's actually gets strengthened with AI as opposed to undermined.
So, when we talk about that, because AI right now is like the salt, it intensifies flavors, makes everything feel right. But for companies that are truly AI ready
Yeah.
versus those that just get a short-term bump in efficiency, what's the distinction?
The ones that are the kind of the AI first companies. There's this industry out there, but I can just do that with AI tomorrow. Boom, I wrote something over the weekend and I can make it happen. The ones that are really successful are about being AI enabled. And then what they do is they say, I've got these great process, I've got this great business, and I can actually intensify what it's doing with AI. I also see sometimes companies that have had some great ideas for a long time, and then all of a sudden, boom, AI finally allows it to happen.
When we look at this new world, how do investors balance this whole notion of AI's upside with all the risks? We have regulatory hurdles. We have the idea that there could be errors in the model. How do you balance the upside with all of the risks?
Yeah, well, so one thing is just to be close to retirement, and you can say, that looks interesting. I'll watch it from the sidelines. But if that's not one of the options that you're looking at, then it's really about understanding there are tremendous opportunities from AI, and you really have to grab them and go with them. But just the pure efficiency isn't going to be enough. And really, at the end of the day, it's how is leverage going to adjust? Do I have something that's going to make the company harder to compete with, or is it actually going to erode barriers to entry and make it easier for a competitor to get in or for the customer to take more control? So you want to see who has the leverage. And if you can increase the leverage with AI, you do it.
Thank you so much.